Welcome to The Pulse, where we delve deep into the issues and ideas that are shaping the future of education. I'm your host, Rick Surrency, Superintendent of the Putnam County School District, and each week we'll be talking to teachers, administrators, and other experts in the field about the latest trends, best practices, and most pressing concerns in education. Whether you're a teacher, a parent, or just someone who cares about education, this podcast is for you. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the pulse. Hello, this is Rick Surrency. I'm the Superintendent of the Putnam County School District, and welcome to our podcast. And I'm joined here by three distinguished colleagues of mine that work in the school district, and we're here to talk about Hispanic Heritage Month here in Putnam County. And actually, Hispanic Heritage Month runs from September 15th to October 15th, and we have an event scheduled in November, mainly because of the hurricanes that happened in October, and we'll hear more about that in just a minute. So before we get started talking about all the events that will take place, I'd like to start on this side, on my right, and just introduce yourself, what your role is, and then we'll start talking about our topic today.
Hi, my name is Zuli Arroyo. I'm from Middleton Burney Elementary School, and I am the Executive Secretary.
Thank you for being here, Zuli.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Cherie Clayton, and I serve as our English Language Learner Support Leader from Federal Programs.
Hello, my name is Madai Benitez, and I work at the Department of Federal Programs as an Administrative Assistant.
Well, welcome to all three of you, and I'm very happy you are able to come here today. I know there's a lot going on. And Shree, I'm going to start with you and just talk about some of the overview of Hispanic Heritage Month. And I know a lot of you have been planning for the activities and all, and maybe we can talk about what the schools are doing and what we're doing at the Federal Programs Office. So could you lead it off for us today?
So, yes, I will. So, Hispanic Heritage Month is celebrated September 15th through October 15th. And we started this probably about 3 years ago with our district celebration, and we are just excited to continue that celebration this year as well. And we just started it because we believe in promoting cultural understanding amongst our district. All of our students bring cultural diversity into our classrooms, into our schools, and we just want them to be able to celebrate that culture that they bring. So with that being said, we have school liaisons at each school that carry out our district initiative when it comes to Hispanic Heritage Month. So when we met with our school liaisons, we came up with different ideas of how we could celebrate it at the school level and then bring all of that together at our district celebration happening on November 15th. So just a few things that they're doing at the school level. Today, of course, we had a read-in at Middleton Burney Elementary. Some of the schools do where they bring in dishes to celebrate the culture to share with students and staff. We also have students that they do different projects and to highlight individuals. Our theme for this year is Pioneers of Change, Shaping the Future. So some of our students, again, have been doing research projects. We've also been expressing Hispanic Heritage Month through clothing as well as dance. So just all aspects of the culture, we want to immerse our schools in it, our students in it, and then bring it together at our district celebration.
Well, and I actually had the opportunity to be at Middleton Burney Elementary School this morning, and I actually received some of the items you see here on the table. And Zoe, I think you had something to do with this, didn't you?
Yes, so we had the read-in this morning at Middleton Burney, and it was a very nice experience for our students as well as our community members that joined us. And we were able to get a sponsor for our sweet bread. So shout out to J Brothers Roofing. They sponsor the sweet bread. And we were also giving our readers the drinks. It's a typical Hispanic drink and some favors.
Yeah, and I took one of those home, and I can't wait to open my baggie up and see what's in there. So
you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, and that was a great event. Thank you all for putting on that event today. I was able to read to a second grade class, and those students are just so hungry about information, especially about their Hispanic heritage. And and mine was about Hispanic heritage and about a little boy in Chile, and it was really just amazing to see them really soaking that up. So thank you all
Yes.
for all the work you did. So, and we have Madai Benitez here from Federal Programs. And Madai, welcome, and thank you for coming in. So talk to us about what are some aspects of Hispanic culture that resonate most with you, and how are you incorporating that into I know there's a big event taking place at CELO on the administrative office there on November 15th. So can you kind of share some of that information with us?
Yes, sir. So actually, as a committee, we wanted to make sure that we target all aspects of the Hispanic culture, whether it's the traditional clothing that they wear or the Hispanic foods, which are so delicious. We wanted to make sure the kids and all the students and the parents and all the community are involved in wearing the clothing, all the colors. They're so beautiful.
And I've been there. I think I've been at all of them the last 3 years, and it is really cool. And we get to be on the stage there, and the kids are up there entertaining, and then we get to, after that, I think we go down to the cafeteria and we get to eat some of the foods from that.
Yeah.
So,
actually, Middleton Bernie does a great job at dressing up the kids. How all the parents just come together. It's beautiful to see.
Yeah, it really is, and I really appreciate all the work y'all put into that. I know you're on a committee.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Us, Ashley and
Ashley McCool is
Ashley
over
McCool
Federal Programs.
and Justin Campbell,
Justin Campbell,
Sarah Jean McDaniel,
Sarah Jean McDaniel.
and Cherie Clayton, and Miss
Right.
Priscilla Perry.
Right. So y'all come together and probably
try
for the
to
last
set up-
several months.
Yes, we have meetings very frequently.
A lot of
to try-
planning.
A lot of planning takes
Yes.
place, and thankfully, a lot of the liaisons at each school incorporate a lot of help as well.
That's awesome. So thank you for all the time you put into that. And I know I can't wait to be there. And I know it's just around the corner.
Yes,
Yes.
it is.
Our Middleton Bernie parents and students are prepared. They're getting ready for last minute things, but it's all coming along. And we have a group of students that are going to be showcasing the clothing, some that are going to be our guest speakers. And we also have parents bringing in some traditional dishes to share with the staff and the students.
And what about the clothing? I mean, is this clothing that they already have, or some that they actually have to purchase or buy or make?
So some of them, when they visit Mexico, they bring clothing from Mexico. Some of them, it's ordered online, but it does come from Mexico. It's authentic.
I see.
Yes.
So very bright.
Yes, very
Right.
bright colors, colorful flowers, and very fun.
That's great. That's great. So, you mentioned something earlier before we went on the air, that the importance of celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month, and it's really, celebrating that diversity that is so rich in our county. And you actually said, it's kind of like celebrating Black History Month in February, and we do a lot of the similar. We actually have a program at the CELO Auditorium for that as well. So again, I really like the idea of coming together, and especially students that may not be familiar with Hispanic Heritage Month, as well as students from a Hispanic background, need to really appreciate that culture. But I think it helps us all to understand how rich that is, and that we need to really appreciate and understand all of our cultures, because we're all in this together. So what are some other things that you would want the public to know about Hispanic Heritage Month, and some of the stuff that, especially at some of the other schools? I know Zuli mentioned at Middleton Bernie. Do we know what some of the other schools and the liaisons at those schools are doing?
Yes. So like Zuli mentioned, they're doing the reading, and they're also playing a huge part in the celebration with our fashion show highlighting the clothing. We also have Crescent City High School, Mr. Oscar Jaimez. He's working with a group of students that will do a dance at the celebration. Palaca High, their liaison is the assistant principal, Miss Cindy Bellamy. So she's also working with a group of students that will also do another type of dance as well. And then we have, of course, our other liaisons at other schools that are working with the students that want to highlight some individuals throughout the Hispanic culture. So it's just a lot of different things that the schools are bringing. And I think the biggest thing that always stands out to me with our celebration is it's always student-led. We want the students to tell the community and their peers and the parents, what do they want others to know about their culture? so that, again, we can develop a deeper understanding and appreciation for what they bring into our classrooms as well as our schools. So it's just exciting. The parents get excited. As Zuli mentioned, they play a huge part in the dishes that come to the celebration as well as the fashion. So it's really a collaborative effort from our liaisons, our administrators, students, our families, and as well as our community partners. So we're just excited, again, Mrs. Surrency, that you allow us to have this celebration for Hispanic Heritage Month as well as Black History Month. And we're just excited to see everyone on November 15th.
Well, and the other thing, too, I think you mentioned a minute ago, there are costs involved with everything. And we welcome our community who may want to contribute, who whether it's financially or any other means, anything they can do to support this effort. And I'm going to ask if you could say your name and your contact number, or anyone else want to share that, and we can put that on our screen when we produce this, and that way they can call you or email you, whichever you prefer, if they want to take part in this. So could you just provide that for the audience?
Yes, I will. Thank you again for bringing that up. So we certainly welcome any community partners or individual that would like to give us a donation towards helping this celebration be a success. If you choose to write a check or money order, it can be made out to the Putnam County School District, and in the memo part, you would just put Hispanic Heritage Month. If you would like to contact me directly, my number is 386-329-0543 at Federal Programs, or you can send me an email at rclayton@my.putnamschools.org if you would like to contact me about making a donation.
And also, are there, just as a reminder, could community members come and attend this event?
Yes, certainly. We welcome everyone to this celebration. So any community partners, any parents, grandparents, any family members that would like to come and show your support to our students as they bring this celebration to the district.
That's great. Anybody else have anything they want to share that we didn't mention?
Yes, I would like to share that Middleton Bernie actually had a Hispanic Heritage Month kickoff for our students. So early in the morning, we had a mariachi band come from Volusia County, and that was a very special highlight that the students, our staff, even the parents come in early in the morning just to watch the mariachi, and it was authentic, and they really enjoyed it. It was a nice experience for them.
Kind of set the tone for the day, right?
It did. It just started it off.
Right. And but I grew up in Crescent City, right?
I did.
And I graduated from Crescent City Junior Senior.
Graduated.
All three of us.
2017.
All three of you did.
Yeah, three of
Excuse
us
me.
did.
I beg your pardon. So being from Crescent City, how important is this? And this is kind of an understatement, but how important is it to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month? Because we haven't done it that many years, have we? Mm-hmm. How important is it now, coming from living there? How important is that to your community and just you as a former student coming up through our school district?
I believe, to me, it's important because it's for the community. Like, the community sees it and they enjoy seeing us bringing it to our schools, to our students, to our staff, to our community. It's something, it's a nice highlight that they enjoy, that we're part of. So
Very good. Thank you for sharing that. Madai, from being a former student,
I feel like from a small town, they enjoy, like Zuli said, they enjoy seeing something like even as small as that or as big as that, that could just give them the highlight of their day to be like, oh, look.
That's great.
Doing this.
I think anything that we can do to especially for our students, to show our traditions and our culture, because a lot of times we take for granted that, the kids know about that. And really, unless we celebrate it and make a show of it,
They feel like it's important.
Right.
Like it's the importance of it all.
you celebrate the things that are important to you. It's kind of like
Yes.
the 4th of July, Christmas, whatever that is, then we celebrate it and it becomes part of their life. So I want to thank all three of you for being here. And I know sometimes it's kind of uncomfortable being in front of a camera, but you know what? The cost of a little time and effort is going to be well worth the investment with our community and our Hispanic community. So thank you all for being here, and can't wait for November 15th. And try some of those dishes there. So thank you for all
You'll
your
have to
organization.
dress up.
I have to dress up?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll put a hold on that until I see what it is, what you make me wear, Madai. I might wear a big hat or something. That might be the
One of
extent of
these.
it. Or one of these. Yeah. Thank you again, and we'll see you at our next podcast.